pill. This is great for cholesterol. This is great. I only watch it because I love all the side effects they put at the end and really fast.
Right, well, they're receiving to the daisies, right?
Yeah, so if you take this, your arms can fall off, your head can fall off. Anal leakage is always one of my other favorite ones. And then number 10 are difficult to copy. Difficult to copy because you don't want the guy down the street. The same thing. So I want to start now just talking about the idea of writing what your value proposition is, and then how we're later on the last two sessions where we put it. So value propositions have three things about them. Number one, it explains in verbiage how your service and products, if you wish to include them, solve your patient's problems, jobs, or improves their situation, relevancy. How does it improve their situation? Or how is it relevant to me? Number two, it delivers. That is to say, it's the specific quantifiable value that you get. Yes?
Under explains when it says improves the situation, could that be real or perceived? Because I think a lot of things are perceived to improve your life, like the Apple Watch, but it really doesn't.
There is no such thing as perceived, everything is reality. What do I mean? I'm teasing with you here.
Right.
Is perception reality? To that person it is. If I feel better about it, can you tell me I'm wrong? No. So if it's perceived that I'm feeling better, because again, so I was just teasing with you there. Yes, it does include both. It does include both. So if it improves their situation, maybe part of their situation really has little to do with anything physical. Maybe it's just simply mental. I think I'm mental in that respect. I know what it takes to lose weight. My neocortex understands that really well. I don't do a good job at it. How come? Right at the moment, I don't perceive it to be a problem. Pardon? I don't think of logic. I think of feelings. And again, as you understand, are your patients all different? You have very logical patients, very emotional patients. I'm one of those guys that cries at movies. You should have seen me when they did the Titanic movie. I was all over the place. So we're all different. I tend to think more emotionally from the heart. So it needs to deliver specific benefits, quantified value. How can they put something to say it really does? And that can be perceived, but they can put a number to it. And then it tells the ideal customer, patient, and I put them in, why they should buy from you and not from the competition. Your differentiation. Customers don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. They buy why you do it. So as I've said before, it's not about you. When you write your value proposition, it's not about you. It's about your patients. It's not about you. It's about your patients. So let me give you an example of a value proposition that actually comes from a website. It has nothing to do with medicine, and I won't pick on the company that I got this from, but this is the actual value proposition from this company's website. This is what they are saying to their clients, why they should do business with them. You ready?
Doesn't tell me
Would
anything.
somebody be so kind as to explain that to me? This is from a marketing company's website. This is their value proposition. What does it say?
Bunch of words.
We're driven by profit
When I found this one, I was with my friend Ron Karsten. We looked at that and says, you got to use that one. Because we were just going through looking for bad examples. And there's lots of them out there. And we found this one. And we just stared at this one. They put this on their website. They're a marketing company.
Oh my gosh.
My first thought was, I'm not using them. Furthermore, notwithstanding, I come before you to stand behind you to tell you about something I know nothing about. Hello, I must be going. Groucho Marx, 1936. That's not what it should look like. Thought I'd throw that out there. Also, a value proposition is not a slogan. We've got to be careful that we don't turn it into a slogan. This is a company, L'Oreal of Paris. Because you're worth it. That is, why is that not a value proposition? Doesn't say it. It's a slogan, so be careful you don't fall into slogans. It's also not a positioning statement. What is a positioning statement? Anyone want to take a guess?
I have a question on it. No, why do you say that it's not a good idea to do a slogan?
Oh, I didn't say it wasn't a good idea to slogan.
Why do you, instead of doing,
You can have slogans. In fact, we're going to talk about slogans and how you say this. But a slogan is not a value proposition. It's just a slogan to get. A slogan is something to get the company to remember who you are.
because it doesn't say this works really well.
Go on their website. You'll also, I always like to quote Charles. Y'all know who, if I were to say the name Charles Revlon, you probably know who that is. He had an interesting phrase too. He said, in the factory we make cosmetics. In the store we sell hope. I thought that was really brilliant. In the factory we make cosmetics. In the store we sell hope. Interesting thing to think about.
It's kind of insulting. As a woman, it's kind of.
Yeah, that was Charles Revlon, founder of Revlon Cosmetics. It's not a positioning statement where you are in the market. That's a positioning statement. Band-Aid, brand adhesives, America's #1 bandage brand, heals the wounds fast, heals the hurt faster. That's a positioning statement. It's where they're positioning themselves in the marketplace. So that is also not a value proposition. So one of the things we want to look at, a value proposition has to have a really sort of solid headline to it. And so I picked that particular slide just to give you the idea that your headline needs to be, what is the end benefit you're offering in one short sentence. You can mention the product or the service or the customer, but you need something that is an attention grabber. I like the second one. Pardon? Well, no. Dam is the thing that holds water back.
Nearly finished does not mean
Dam nearly
much
finished,
left to do.
but much left to do.
It's not nearly finished.
It's a little like the comedian on Saturday Night Live who played the role of the dam guide. I'm your dam guide. We're gonna go over here to a place where you can take some damn pictures. Then you can go to the damn gift shop and buy some damn gifts. Can't remember his name, he killed him, his wife killed him. Bill Hartman. Great loss. So the idea is, you want to, and then you need to create, secondly under this, a subhead, which is a 2 or 3 sentence paragraph that gives a specific example of what you do, offer, and for whom and why it is useful. So you need to come up, I want you to think about what you could write that would be one short sentence that mentions what the end benefit is to the consumer. In those next paragraphs, you want to have about 3 bullet points. 3 bullet points that list the benefits and features of your practice. So let's just take a moment and start making some notes. What would be a headline? What you could say. Now you've already developed what your jobs, pains, and gains are, what your profits, product and services are, your pain relievers, and your gain providers. What would you say in one sentence is the end result of why someone should come see you? Why do business with you? Because you're worth it. If it works, use it. Why should they come visit you? Ponder that, because that's what I'd like you to think of next as you develop that. And then a 2 or 3 sentence paragraph. Because this is what's going to end up on your website. This is what's going to end up on your marketing materials. And this is hopefully what's going to end up in what I hope will become your little personal, we call it an elevator pitch, or your little spiel. If someone says, oh, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? So what do you do for a living?
I'm gonna have a really cute puppy in my waiting room.
Pardon?
I'm gonna have a really cute puppy in my waiting room.
That'll do it for me. Sorry about that. So let me pose a question to you. When we talk about people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So someone comes to me and says, Michael, what do you do for a living? I'm a teacher. The reaction usually is,
What do you teach?
I teach business.
You're a doctor that doesn't.
Oh, that's nice. You teach business, thank you. Play with me. What do I do for, ask me that. What do you do? I help young men and women just like yourself discover their full potential.
That's amazing.
I do that to bringing them into classrooms, to helping them discover who they are, what their great potential is, and how they can grow to the heights that God intended them to be. Would you be interested in one of my classes?
You said people might have something I do?
Yeah.
I might.
Okay. Better than a teacher. Okay, I was just winging that off the top of my head. But people ask me that question, what do you do? It depends. If I don't want to talk to them, I tell them I'm a teacher. And that usually kills the conversation right there. If I'm interested in it, and I'll say, what do you do for a living? I help bring out the best of everyone who I come in contact with in my field of study. And I think of something right along those lines. What I do is teach. How I do it is in the classroom. Why I do it is because I believe every one of you in this room were beautifully and wonderfully made. And that you can be incredibly successful and incredibly wonderful in whatever it is you choose to do. That's why I teach what I was teaching.